I live stream about Roblox development all of the time, and one of the most common questions I get asked is whether or not when you're coding with AI, you should use Claude or Codex. If you don't know, Claude is basically Anthropic's AI model, which is the company that has been really blowing up for a while now because they have some very capable AIs named Opus and Fable. And these are really popular right now, and they're always releasing new Opus models. Fable 5 was actually banned from the government. The US actually did not allow anybody to use it for several weeks because it was so powerful. OpenAI is the company behind GPT 5.6 Sol, which is the latest, greatest model from them. If you ask me, the clash between these two companies is just unbelievable, and the competition in this AI space is very big. And what it leads to is really this effect of capitalism where each company is trying to one-up each other, right? We're always trying to have a better model than the other guy. We're OpenAI. We want to be better than Anthropic. We want to kick their butts at making the best possible, most smartest AI we can so that we have the better coding agent, or we have the better reasoning for the future of whatever that happens to be. And what this leads to is a really fast development where it can actually be hard for us to know which one is better at any given time. So as I've been using these over the last several months, ever since really about the end of January, I've been vibe coding, really using AI agents heavily to make Roblox games. I've learned a lot about how to use AI and which model is actually better. Now, my answer is going to be a little bit of one with caveats. It's not going to be something that every single person should use Claude or every single person should use Codex. It's not a black and white thing. If you're somebody who is like, all right, I want to get after it with Roblox development, I want to work really hard, I want to make a game, then what I think you should do is get Claude's model. The reason why you should pay for Claude and their subscription for the $100 or $200 max plan is because Claude's models generally, in my experience, are better for Roblox development. But here's the thing, right? And I'll give you the reasons why I think they're better in here in a second. The issue is OpenAI is good. It's just not as good at Roblox. Maybe it's better at other things as Anthropic. But these models, you actually get more use from those than you get from Claude because OpenAI is more generous on smaller plans. So their $20 plan is actually worth it because you get a lot more use than Claude's $20 plan. You should not even bother with Claude's $20 plan because you run out of usage basically instantly. Also, something I hate about Anthropic setup is that they make it so that your Claude code limits, meaning your coding agent you're going to use to make Roblox games in Studio, shares the same limits as your chats. So if I go and talk to Claude in the browser to ask for a game idea or a game design document or whatever it happens to be, a research report on the Roblox market right now, they will literally subtract that from the same balance of usage as my Claude code. So now I get to code less. OpenAI is not like that. So with OpenAI, if I pay for their $20 sub, I get effectively unlimited usage of ChatGPT, just talking to it. But Codex, their coding agent that can code in Roblox Studio, right, and can code on your file system or builds you an app for your iPhone, is a separate rate limit. It is a separate usage amount. That means that when I'm using Codex, I actually get my chats separate and they are on the same subscription. So I can get a lot more usage out of my actual talking to ChatGPT, which is useful in vibe coding. It's not as useful as it used to be where you would use it to actually write the code. It's not as useful for coding as AI agents are, but it is certainly something that's worth paying for from that subscription. So most of you guys, you might be young, you might be teenagers, you might not have a lot of money, even if you are older than that. that is why I recommend most people actually get a Codex subscription, even though I think Claude is better. Now, if money is not an issue to you, I would say to get Claude. The reason for this is that, and now I'm going to talk about why I think Claude's actually better at Roblox than Codex after months of using these models across different variations and across different variants, even when, apparently on paper, 5.6 Sol on max reasoning is smarter than Anthropic's Fable 5. That's what they say. It's 6% smarter, bro. But those are numbers. That is not your actual experience. In the actual experience of using it, for me, Fable, which is Anthropic's best model, is still more intelligent and just understands user intent better. So it understands what you want and actually just makes it. I find Codex still has issues. It's still a little bit of an idiot. It doesn't know exactly what you want and can kind of scramble it up or just make it just more half-assed, just less quality. So what I would recommend to you is to get your hands on Claude if you can, if you have at least $100. Opus also is included in your plan if you have the Pro plan or the Max plan, right? You only get Fable 5 in the Max plan, and it only is able to be used for 50% of your weekly limits. But when you pay for the $100 Max plan, you're really going to get a lot of use out of both Fable and Opus, especially if you mainly use Opus. Opus 5 is about to drop, so when you're watching this video, there might even be, like if you're watching this like a year from now, there's going to be all kinds of different models we haven't even discussed from both fronts, from both of these main AI companies. But Opus 5 model is about to drop, and apparently this is going to be really good. So you're probably going to want to use Opus, whether we're still on 4.8 by the time this video drops, or if we have 5 soon enough after it drops. You will want to try to use Opus for most of your account's limits because you're going to get more out of it. And usually for most tasks, it is just as good as Fable for smaller things, right? I find that, and here's a reason why I find it better for Roblox development. Claude is better at making visuals. It's better at making UI. It's better at making your game's menus look good. That's what I mean. UI stands for user interface. Also, Claude tends to be better at VFX as well, like making little particle emitters, making basic builds, which people ask me all the time, can AI build? Can AI build? Kind of. It makes decent builds. Can Claude make you an entire Roblox game? Somewhat, right? Somewhat, if you really push its limits. A lot of people might not like the quality of it, but it's getting there. I've learned this the hard way that it's not exactly perfect, but for simple games that don't require a lot of builds, it can more or less do all of it. The question is whether that actually competes as a product in the Roblox market right now, which is hard to say. So pick up a Claude plan if you got the money. If you don't have the money, you should just get a Codex plan at $20 a month. You're going to get access to all of best Codex models, and they are good enough for Roblox development. They're not awful, don't get me wrong. It's just, in my eyes, after months of using these, Claude is on another level. Anthropic is on another level, and they just keep on throwing punch after punch with a better, bigger model. And Fable 5 really did shock the world. That's why it got banned, because it was just a security risk to different systems in the world, according to their estimates, according to the US government. And it's going to be a risk. We're going to get hacked. They're going to hack into the mainframe. So that was how it was. But that tells you a lot about the capability of those models. Not that 5.6 Sol isn't capable, but that you will try it. You'll try out Claude, and be my guest, try both if you have the cash for that. But you'll try out Claude, and you'll see even Opus 4.8, but especially Fable, can just understand what you want and do it, and make it look good. And also in a Roblox experience, make it feel fun to play and make it feel like a finalized game more than Codex. Like Codex tends to feel more like a prototype. So that's really my take. That's Smarty's take. If you want to see more of me making these games, etc., on this channel, subscribe now with notifications on, set to all, and then join our streams and really take a look at my process of doing this vibe coding. I stream basically every day showing what I've been doing to make these different types of games. And right now it's mainly acting as an experiment, but it is something that is very, in a real way, making me understand how to use AI to build Roblox games better and better each day. If you'd like some of my more if you'd like more of my knowledge, I would like to invite you to click the link in the description for a free vibe coding guide that will tell you some more information on how to get started with these AI models in 2026 and the steps to really get good at using them based on my months of grinding away and really finding all the ways not to use these models and how they can be used to the maximum ability in Roblox development without wasting your time. So click that below. All right, guys, peace out, and I will see you next time.